everyone. I hope your people are doing great. I am Punya Agarwal, co-founder of Being SSA. In this video, I'll quickly give you some of the tips for the last 15 days for June attempt, since only 15, 17 days approximately are left for the paper. So what all should you be doing right now in order to be at a good place for your preparation for the final paper? The first thing being, I would urge everybody to focus now. Your main focus should be towards the practice aspect. For the people who probably are not able to complete their paper till not able to complete the syllabus till now, I would say prioritize practice. Like, of course, I cannot suggest you to skip on the topics, etc., because you're still left with 10 15 days right now. But your priority, for example, in a day, if you're studying for 5 6 hours, your priority for 3 to 4 hours should be towards the practice of the questions or the topics that you've already done, and the rest 1 or 2 hours you can devote towards the conceptual clarity that you can do. Or if you think that there are only a few topics that are left right now, so take 2 or 3 days, take this weekend probably, and finish those topics up so that your syllabus is done, because syllabus completion is very important. And right now it's honestly very late if you're till now completing the syllabus, or if your tutor or mentor is still completing the syllabus. It's very very late. You should be done with the syllabus by the first week of May. All right, now set aside that if you're done with your syllabus, now what to do. Practice is the only thing right now that you should be focusing upon, because that is really important. This is the core time that you have to practice. So 15 days full-fledged practice, you'll be in a you'll be in a good position. Practice kahan se kare? I would say from past papers, very important. Kids, everything is also very important, but I think first of all pick up the past papers, because only 15 days are left. So past papers uthao, do questions from past papers. There are a lot of past papers available on your ACCA practice platform. I think till 2020 they are available, so you have approximately 7 8 past papers. Do them thoroughly. Their answers are also available on your ACCA practice platform, so you can also check them out as well. So that's done. Then examiner reports are very very crucial, again from your understanding point of view, because it's not, just you're just reading out the examiner report. That won't help you much. But if you highlight the areas, or if you understand what the examiner is trying to say, it will really help you when you're answering your questions. I recently also read, because I'm making a debrief video for the latest past paper for AA students. So I recently came across something which I also was not aware as a mentor. So, you are students, you still are preparing for the paper, you will come across a lot of things which are new to you, and you probably did not know them, and they will really help you out in the final exam. All right, so exam reports, past papers, technical articles, but technical articles only and only for the professional level students, not for the skill level students, guys. It is sheer wastage of time if you're in skill level and are reading the technical articles, they are of no use. But for the professional level students, it's very 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 important for you to read this technical articles. Talking specifically about AAA, because that is the paper that I take, sustainability reporting topic, and these topics are really very important. Integrated reporting, sustainability, these two are major important topics for your AAA paper, and they come from your technical articles. Similarly for the other papers as well. So technical articles, again, very very important. ACCA recently released their pre-June mock, which is again very important. And prepare for that mock just like you are preparing for the final paper. मतलब ऐसे prepare करो कि वो ही आपका final paper है, and then only you will be in a very good position to appear, because that is a clear cut reflection of probably what you're going to get in the final paper as well, in terms of the marks, in terms of the preparation that you are doing, right? So take pre-June mock very very seriously. Get it evaluated by somebody. It is again very important if you do not get it evaluated, because when we check our own mocks, we are very self biased, we are very self conscious, and we do not take our own mistakes for obvious reasons, right? So it's always better that we have a tutor or a mentor to guide us through at least one mock. Get it evaluated. If not, other tests you have got, you have gotten evaluated from your tutor or mentor. So we at Being SSA also do the mock evaluation for PMFM, AA, Tax, AAA, AFM, SBL. So if you are appearing for any of these papers, you can also reach out to us. But just saying, even if you do not, just saying that you have to get it, you should actually get it evaluated by somebody. So that's that. Now I would suggest you that, again, these are some of the resources that are useful for you, but you should also focus upon time management. This is for everybody. all of the students, either skill level or professional level, time management is really very, very important. You have to focus upon time management irrespective, right? So this is the core time that you can actually work upon time management. You can also work upon your mistakes. Now, one very good tip, a golden tip, I would say, for all the students, I would like to give you is, I gave this to my test series students, I gave this to my crash course students as well, and previously also in previous attempts I gave this tip to my students, and even I have myself tried this trick. So it worked for me, it worked for my previous students, I'm not really sure for the current students. But the tip is, so for example, you appeared for some of the assignments at your coaching institute or any test series, anything, all right? You've appeared for some assignments, or even if you did not appear for any assignments, you practice certain questions, right, on your own. That then, supposingly you've practiced 4-5 papers, all right, 4-5 past papers, or 4-5 questions of different topics, etc., right? Take a pen and paper or open a Word document, write, make 3 or 4 columns as to what did the question ask you in terms of the topic, what did you write, where did you go wrong, how can you rectify that, all right? So with this, you'll get an idea as to demand क्या थी question की. For example, identification of the risk was a question. आपने क्या लिखा? Supposingly आपने internal control से related कुछ लिख दिया. I'm giving very vague examples, but I'm just trying to explain to you how to go about this. You wrote something regarding test internal controls, for example. So क्या आना चाहिए था? Regarding the risk, provision, revenue, etc. So क्या आना चाहिए था? What was the actual answer? And how can you rectify it? So when you have a list with you of all the mistakes जो आपने करी हैं, some of the common mistakes that you have done, when you revise that paper, that Word document every day, or till the exam or before the exam, आप कम से कम वो वाली mistakes अपने final paper में नहीं करोगे, because you already are aware consciously or subconsciously that yes, these are some of the mistakes we should not do because I have already done these, right? अगर ऐसा, क्योंकि कभी कभार क्या होता है कि हम अपीयर करते हैं पेपर के लिए, टेस्ट कर गया, हो गया, खत्म काम, हम देखते भी नहीं है कि क्या मिस्टेक्स थी. अगर हमने देखा भी तो वो रिटेंशन नहीं रहती है जब तक हम उसको लिखेंगे नहीं, या हम जब तक उसको रिवाइज कंटिन्यूसली नहीं करेंगे, right? So for retention, for revision, I think this is a very, very useful tip. I hope it is helpful and useful for you people. That's all from my side. I hope that this video was helpful for you. All the very, very best to all the SSC students who are appearing for June attempt. Do let us know if we can help you out in any way possible. All the very best.